Like, I love it though. It's very, very cool. Such a
I won't
fan.
lie. I giggled the whole day yesterday after it.
It's good.
I was sitting in we live here.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
No, not yet.
It says.
Oh, are we live?
Oh, it says we live. So yeah. What were you finishing off there, man? Yeah, it's on.
I don't know actually. No, the technology kicked me as just managing nerves. As a player, like I've got an idea on how to do that, and I can expend some nervous energy by running around the park. But now as a coach, I can't now start doing laps. You know what I mean? Like you got to try and use that and still remain calm, because if you are calm or if they sense nervous energy from you, if you're batting or whatever the case is, the guy's coming in next, oh no, the coach is now nervous, maybe this, that, and the other, so you've got to manage that and sort of poker face it a bit. Well, that's what I found, so.
Yeah.
Hectic.
Judge, I don't see it on the YouTube.
I got an email to say that it's.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I've just rejoined it and it's back up. Yeah.
We're back
So sorry about that, everybody.
Technology, Taps. Don't know what's going on with the technology.
I don't know.
Not loving us.
No, it's not loving us.
Really
and Jodes, what
That's
was
weird.
it?
We are actually live, but on my laptop it says connection has timed out. Please try again. So I have no idea what's happening.
I'm watching us on TV here now, on the screen in front of me.
We're live.
Let's see what's going on.
I'm now redoing my seat. I'm telling you that I can see it as well. So we sorted.
Yeah, no, I'm sorted.
What was that other question from the sledge, Jodes?
Yes, let's hear.
Okay, so the other question. Yeah, so the other question from the sledge was, who is the most underrated? He asked three. I don't think the other question is relevant to tonight's TV. So the other question is, who's the most underrated coach in the LPL?
Underrated?
Who do we think is the most underrated? Well, not all franchises have confirmed all of their coaches. So I suppose we can't look at the whole LPL.
So should we just go senior?
But if we go seniors, then who would be the most underrated coach?
Superman was Zubs and Almeida, hey?
Yeah.
And,
rating levels are high there.
Hawks were, it was Almeida.
Yeah.
Seniors?
So Superman will most probably... Superman will most probably be Zups. I think Renato's not with Superman anymore.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, Renato's not with Superman anymore. Zups, I think, is the senior coach there. Sia / Ahmed at Cats.
Yeah.
Ahmed Baruchi. Although Ahmed's like director of cricket, so it'll most probably be like Sia at Cats. Ahmed at Hawks, Uncle Nish at Bank, Bongani at Kudus. Griffins is Yusuf, I think. Who else is there? Warriors is Khalid.
Yeah.
And who have we not mentioned?
And Sham. Khalid and Sham, yeah. From Bank.
Yeah, Sham.
And the question is, who's the most underrated?
Underrated.
Yeah. Look, it can't be Uncle Nish. Everybody rates the old guy. Can't be Sia because he's won tournaments.
The other coach that's in that whole setup that's got a hell of a lot of experience, it is with the younger sides, is the Hawks. So Ahmed, but
Ahmed, yeah.
He's got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And then Bongs has also got a lot of experience with the Kudus. He's coached up and down everywhere.
Well, Byron, I have to throw your name in that hat because I think, it is maybe a little bit biased. It is maybe a little bit biased, but you took Knights from 5th to 2nd basically last year. And I don't think people necessarily within the LPL from within the Knights point of view initially understand what sort of a huge that was. You know, if you take teams that have been in the bottom over the last couple of years, if you take teams like Warriors, and, you know, if I speak for a moment, and I'm hoping that, touch wood and all sorts of things, that it doesn't bite us in the back at some point in time, because I'm not saying these things to be mean and nasty. It's more just it's the facts. It's how it was. If you take a team like the Warriors, they were right. They've been right at the bottom. Since us and the Warriors joined the tournament at the same time. First year we won. Warriors, I think, maybe finished mid-table towards the bottom. Second year they were towards the bottom. Third year they were towards the bottom. And so if you think of what's happened at the Knights, is we were at the top, then we were towards the bottom, and then we jumped straight back up to the top again. And so it's a huge thing to actually achieve with this tournament, because like the Warriors, I think it's very easy in this tournament to stay in that bottom. You know, it's almost like Bank is always more towards the top. Cats seem to be sort of a team that right now is challenging for more of that top spot. Maybe the Knights are in that space a little too. But I think it's easy when you're at the bottom to almost start falling in that trap. So to be able to come in and turn our team around in the way that you have, I would have to throw your name into that hat to somebody that's underrated in terms of,
You get my vote, Byron.
You know, so yeah, you get my vote. You get my vote,
Well,
you know.
Just in saying
so-
that, Jodes, thank you for that.
So please, Byron, all I'm going to ask is that, please, we've gone from top to bottom to top. So
Why does it feel like there's a rock on top
no
of
pressure
my head right now? Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
listen.
but you know there isn't. You know there isn't. You know there isn't. You know we've got your back, and
This is
I'm just
exactly
hoping that
what I
that's.
say to you is to
Yeah.
you and Matt as owners of this franchise. Like you're saying, you've got the Warriors that have generally stayed where they are, haven't changed too much, then changed a few things, but that didn't work. You guys identified, like you say, you had all that, your energy space was being used up elsewhere. You felt like you needed a change. You guys did make the change. You were still involved. You still did everything behind the scenes. And I mean, as a
Yeah.
coach, I was whatever I needed, whatever we needed to chat about, it was there, it was done. So I'd have to say,
Except I
it's not
forgot
just-
to buy the sweets.
we're over that now.
Oh, we over that. Good to know.
but-
Good to know.
But yeah, I just have to say, like, it also does help having the franchise backing you 100% in with what you need, and having the likes of Matt playing in the side when he is available, and you there week in, week out with us. It does help a lot. I mean, me walking past you and you throwing out a comment at me and just suggesting something, I mean, those things help me make that decision when I go and chat to those. I mean, and then also looking at Matt when he comes out of batting, I know I've got to leave him for 5 minutes and then afterwards have a chat so I can let the next Stokes know what's going on, and just, yeah. So, I mean, all in all, the behind the scenes stuff that nobody else sees, that also does affect the coach's role. It does affect the whole franchise as a whole. So well done to you guys in that as well.
Yeah.
Now that we've finished stroking all our egos, any other
Yes.
questions?
No, so I maybe want to just say something quickly. So firstly, I don't know if we've done this already today, because I've been in and out at the start a little bit, but if we haven't, I just want to thank Corporate Connections and Ensamini. And hopefully by next week, we've got another 1 or 2 sponsors that we'll definitely be announcing.
Positive response, by the way.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just in terms of that, I think without those 2 organizations, Stuart and Kim at Corporate Connections and Jaco at Ensamini, Celestial Knights would not be what it is.
Definitely.
Full stop.
Definitely.
And so just want to
They fell into
say
that
thank you
background.
to them.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
And then second thing is, like I think we said earlier when I came back on, or in the week somewhere when you guys did a live, to have picked these 6-7 retentions has been a tough thing this year. It hasn't been as
Do people want to
straightforward.
see? This is how tough it's been, Oaks.
Look at mine. I mean, there's nothing left here, but
Don't know what's
but
wrong
that
with you
was
guys.
after-
It's
that was
fine.
Yeah,
after
I know.
the City.
Really been okay. Don't worry.
So
Good genes
I
though,
just
man.
want to say
Good
to every every senior squad member last year of the Knights. You know, I think on numerous occasions we have thanked them, but this is like a really, to me, like a bit of a, maybe a little bit more of a public forum. And so, gents, if we're not retaining you, it's not because we don't appreciate your skill, and it's not because we don't think that you guys can add value to the Knights franchise. I mean, there's definitely some of those guys that aren't being retained here today that we will bid for in the auction. And so, in as much as we're announcing these 7, you know, please don't let it affect you too much in terms of not being part of that 7. I think this 7 that we are retaining is, we're trying to cover bases. I think that was our biggest challenge, is we can retain guys and then we have 6 batters and we go, but where's our bowlers? Then we have no bowlers, you know? And so we I think we went the route, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong or add some extra comment here, but we went the route of making sure that we've got all skill sets covered to a certain extent within our 7 that we're retaining.
Yeah, going into the draft, yeah.
Going into the draft, that we've got a bowler or 2, we've got a batter, we've got some wicket keeper options, you know, so that we at least know from a core point of view, there's some structure in place around the team. And now we're at the auction, we'll look to add on to that existing structure. And so
100%.
I think it's been our toughest retention. It's been our toughest retention so far.
Very much so.
Yeah.
The one thing you left out there, if there's anyone that we've kind of transferred, we still love you. We still want you to come back home.
Yes, we still love you.
Yeah.
I still believe, hashtag once a night, always a night. And so even if we've transferred a player, if a player has played for the Knights in any capacity, whether it's at a junior level or at a senior level, I always look at that player as you're a Knight. I know deep inside, on the outside, you might wear red and black, might wear green and yellow, or you might wear 2 shades of blue or something like that. But
who knows what the Warriors kit is this year? It might be pink.
Pink crosses chips.
Whose kit's that?
Well, I'm just saying Warriors are redesigning their kit, they say. So I said, you never know, it might be pink.
I think it's good. I think they should. They should.
They do the right thing.
They must almost do like a rebrand. I think it's the right thing to do.
Matt, is that salmon you're wearing now?
Who's that? Sorry.
What? No.
I said, salmon. Matt, is he wearing salmon? What color is that? Sorry, I'm colorblind. What's
this?
Yeah, just check it.
No, it's not salmon. But salmon shorts
it's just the angle. Oh God.
Every man's got to have a little bit of salmon in his cupboard, eh?
Yeah, thank you, Hank, for your comments there. Thank you.
Byron, is there any comments at this point in time on YouTube that we've got to just be aware of?
All I've seen is just Hank saying I was his vote.
Confirming you.
Yeah, and then also just saying that he also thinks the behind the scenes structure and the support and all of that is a major impact, and also saying well done. Yeah.
I think this little thing that we did to get a winner for, to select a 7, and we put it out there, I think is testament to how difficult it is. And that's what I was saying to Byron, is this, if you put this out there, and we've seen it now, how many guys have picked how many different, yes, there's a couple of constant players, but how many people have 10 people, and let's say all 10 have got different teams. There's going to be subtle changes here, and that's just...
Jody, just off the top of my head, I can't remember, how many Oaks got it spot on?
Nobody.
6. 4 had 6, I think. 4 or 5.
Yes. 4 had 6. 4 had 6, and and
nobody
that's the
got
closest anybody came. Nobody got it right.
Well, it just shows the way we're thinking. We either left field or we going straight down the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's
Yes.
But
I'm happy with who we got. I'm happy with who we can still get. I'm just worried that the Oaks that we're going to go after are generally all being sort of scouted and sourced, because I know a lot of the franchises have their ducks in a row, and that's how they have got themselves into these positions, is by doing their homework beforehand.
I think
And,
gone are the days,
Yeah.
exactly right. Gone are the days where, because there were at times we would say teams are not doing the homework. They've got no idea who this guy is. We can pick him up. Now, there's very few players that we can actually say, okay, listen, this guy, no one knows him. Like all the teams are, like you're saying, getting their homework done, and I think that's good. It makes.
I mean, mine started at the start of the season. The start
Yeah.
of this last season, I looked
Yeah.
after the first weekend. Okay, who's scoring runs? Then the
Yeah,
T20
yeah.
tournament came up,
That's
and
good.
there I was bang on.
Isn't it funny though that now every time you look
Yeah.
at scores, you always think, I'm looking at more scores, thinking, okay, who's this guy? What is he doing? Like, you start paying a little bit more attention to the scorebook, just to see, okay, he could maybe work.
Yeah.
We might
Yeah.
need that. Let's keep him. Let's see if he's available. Does he go overseas? This, that, and the other. So, yeah. The brain never stops.
So as things stand, currently, the Knights have 8 players in our squad. We confirmed before that we transferred Johan Wessels into the Knights. We did a player swap with the Cats. So we've got Johan Wessels. He's definite in. He's number 8 in our squad.
And Calvin Johnson was the transfer.
So very excited for that. Calvin Johnson was the transfer.
Welcome to the side, Johan.
Yes, Johan, welcome.
Yes, Johan.
Now we've got 2 Johans.
And
we could have 2 Johans, yeah.
No, we've got a kid either.
Yeah. Cool. So, gents, I don't know. Are you guys ready for the big
Just one
reveal,
more
or
thing.
is there anything else that we? Yeah.
One more thing that I know it will stir the pot, and while it's on the top of my head, I just have to let you know. It might confuse you a bit as well, but I just wanted to say it. Is remember there was that big batter that was playing at a certain club in Pretoria that we were after, and we didn't know whether he was available or whatever. He is. Oh, wow. He's very much available and very keen to play. Will be available every weekend as well, says. So yeah, that's good making our life easier. Yeah, Ahmed, enjoy searching for that.
Uncle Nish.
Uncle Nish has probably already got him on the list.
Yeah, he's ready.
Most probably.
I say he gets an email like 2 seasons before. No, in 2 seasons he's going to be there.
Correct. No, correct.
Yeah. Okay, cool. One last thing I maybe want to say. Very excited about this. Every Wednesday. Going forward. So this is the Cricket Coaches. Obviously, it's the Knights Academy, but it's also the Cricket Coaches. Matt and I kind of own the Cricket Coaches. We own Celestial Knights, so it's all basically the same family.
And they got the third wheel over here.
And Byron's with us as well at the Cricket Coaches.
You're adopted.
Yeah, you're adopted family. And so and so we've got. And so every Wednesday we'll be chatting a bit of cricket. So latest news, give some of our thoughts, maybe some coaching tips. I mean, who knows? I think Wednesdays, I think that other question that the Sledge asked, we can definitely answer on Wednesday because it fits more with that. It's more coaching sort of related question around players and form and things like that. So I think that could be like a cool question we could tackle on a Wednesday because it's a little bit more related to that,
Definitely.
So please tune in every Wednesday, 4:00 going forward. We'll 4:30. Do 4:30. Sorry, Matt, you are correct. Every Wednesday, 4:30. Also, same YouTube channel, except we'll all be here as the Cricket Coaches then and not the Celestial Knights. But
And if there's anybody that wants to join us, there is a screening process.
Yes.
But please feel free to just request that you keen to join us, and we'll see when's the best fit in for you, and also what you want to talk about. So we want to keep this as active as possible, and also
no more Liverpool supporters though. We can only have one.
But
at least I'm a
we got
fence-sitter.
two.
I'm like a proper fence-sitter when it comes to football.
What?
We got 2 at the Knights. We got Justin.
Yeah, but that's why. Have you ever seen him on here?
Have you
ever seen him on?
I thought he was joining us today.
No. One at a time. I told you, one at a time.
Okay. Then last thing I just want to throw out there. last thing I just wanted to throw out there is every Saturday morning with the cricket coaches, we have a masterclass where we present on cricket skills, or so things we've tackled is like the backswing, or like the swing of the bat. This past week I did batting basics. We've done building an innings. Maddie, you did some bowling masterclass.
This week I'm trying to clear that schedule for the 10 o'clock slot to put my name in the hat there.
Okay.
Put your name in the hat there.
Yeah.
So if anybody's keen to join on that, details is on the Cricket Coaches Instagram and Facebook pages. There's a post. It's not far down on the list. You'll see it.
And if you can't find it, get hold of one of us. We'll send you it.
Or most probably follow the Cricket Coaches on Instagram. Every week I put out a post around what the topic is for the week, and you have to message me. It's my phone number that's on there. I send you the link to the Zoom meeting, and then you join in when we get. Oh, yeah, cool. So, Shweet, are we ready to do this?
Time.
Any other announcement time? Okay, cool. So what I've done for this week is I haven't got like a big presentation. We're not going to run through them one by one. Basically, I'm just going to take the social media post that we're going to do, screen share that quickly, smash it up. Buckle in, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm in. I'm ready.
If we had big music, drum roll, all of that stuff, create that in your mind. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm there. I'm very emotionally.
You there? Okay, ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom! There it is.
Oh. Who's that up at the top?
It's
Senior Retentions 2020, Matthew Arnold.
I'm in.
Vincent Harold. Matty, you made it.
I made it. Yeah.
Yeah, Vincent Harold, Donnie Rousseau, Johan Fourie, Jonathan Bosch, Cameron Brunner, and Jared Fuchs. And I suppose either Cameron Brunner or Jared Fuchs would be the under-19 that we're retaining. It doesn't really matter who's who there, but one of them is the under-19, and the others is our 6 retentions for
and then
for 2020.
Johan Wessels.
And then Johan Wessels is part of the squad at this point in time. So, look, I'm very excited. I mean, if we run through that quickly, Maddie, we all know Maddie, back end from the middle to the back end, really, really can construct innings really well, can bowl at the top and the back end.
He turns it miles, that guy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it turns it miles. Heavy 109.
Yes.
Then Hero, big hitting top order bat, opening batter. I think he's got a 50 off 12 balls, which I think is tied with the LPL record.
Yeah, Jones, I just want to say something about this guy. I like somebody who's out there that's manufacturing bats or has a shop or something. They need to get hold of this guy, because watching him last year, the way he hits the ball, and he hits it far, but the amount of handles and bats that he must destroy, he needs help, guys. Someone out there.
Yeah, definitely. Hero is Hero. He's Vincent Harold. We'll call him Hero, but definitely, I think if there's a bat sponsor out there that's willing to sort of help a guy out, then he would definitely be that sort of a player that, he's a good guy.
The Gamble's been helping him, eh?
Yeah, I'm sure the LPL has got some clips on him. So if anyone is interested to have a look at what the man can do,
I think he just missed out on 100 last year too for the Knights, off like 30 balls. I think he got 80 in the 80s or early 90s.
89, I think.
Off 30 balls. So really, really powerful batter. Donnie Rousseau, he got 100 for us last year. Also, most probably open the batting. Wicket keeper.
Yeah. And great asset in the field for us, because he controls everything from behind the wicket. He makes sure the angles are done. And also a guy that I'll go to war with. It's a nice guy to have in this fun.
Yeah,
definitely. And I think he's our most expensive buy ever. We paid 2.5 million for him, and I'll never forget the auction night when we had the auction. We've basically just spoke with him over the phone saying, and we knew his stats. He was averaging something ridiculous like 80 over the season.
Did you believe those stats,
300 runs or something.
They were
Yeah, a
1-8.
strike rate of 90. Yes, I did.
I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
it was
no way.
1,800 runs. Sorry.
There's no ways.
And so he had it. And I think it's a testament to the work he does behind the scenes and how he's developing his game. And I don't think as Knights we can really claim that. I think just he's a quality human being, quality cricketer, works really hard at his game. And yeah, freaking great guy, and he helps a lot behind the scenes with the Knights. If we don't know players, we always tap into him and he gives us some good advice. But I think having bought him, I'll never forget what other franchises said, that hopefully he's not a dud buy. And, I remember talks like that going around, and we were like, not panicking, I would say, because we sort of thought we know, but we met him the first time and we were telling him those stories and told him to just relax and that sort of thing. And then he came good, he showed his class. And this year, he's most probably the one player that almost every single franchise, well, not every, there's about 3 or 4 franchises that actually contacted us to buy him from us, which is a testament to the quality of player that he is,
100%,
Yeah.
And he's your teammate this year, Matt.
He's my
teammate.
Yeah. He's obviously playing at Kempton, but he's with us at the East there. So
It's because he played for the Knights.
He's such a beaut, man. He's a good man. It's just good. It's good. Good things happen to good people.
I love the way Johan picked him up straight away. It's like, okay, listen, you come play. He watched him bet a few times last year. It's like, you come into Kempton, done.
Listen, Johan's he's got some incredible work there. He's very good at that. He does.
Well, listen, but if you got Johan standing there with those muscles and he says you come and play for Kempton, you go, okay, what, Saturday and Sunday?
Listen, and you want me to throw balls as well in the afternoon? I can do that. No problem. Yeah. I'll wash your car if you want that. I can do that too.
So then next up, obviously, Johan Fourie. Johan adds huge value to Knights behind the scenes.
Definitely.
On the field, one of the toughest competitors in my mind you'll get out there. Good leader on the field. I think everybody in the environment looks up to him. Last year he couldn't bowl for us. I think we missed him, but he says he's fresh and ready to let it rip even with the ball this year. So crucial sort of middle to back end of the innings as well as with the ball, for the Knights this year.
If you think of, you can't go and buy experience from the shop. This guy has literally done everything. I mean, he's batted he batted up at the top, batted in the middle, he's batting down below there at Kempton, getting the team over the line. That team's dead and buried at stages, and he's winning games for him. So it's just a lot of experience, and just he's a winner. That's what he does. He wins. You know what I mean? So it's not to have that kind of presence, that kind of character that, I think he's good. If you're going to go to war, he's going to be pretty high up in the list there, So.
Yeah. And if Johan's watching, and he doesn't want to do a warm up this year, I'm happy with that.
Because last year he did his knee or his ankle or something. And I'll never forget it because it was like warm-ups is overrated, man. And then he goes, he rolls his ankle during warm-ups.
Well, he might hate the guy that we've brought on to help with the senior team.
So that's pretty exciting, that we've actually got a full-time guy that's going to help with warm-ups and things like that with this year. So we are moving forward. Okay, so I just want to speak about Boshi quickly. So I remember us starting our retention conversations, and we had these lists and everybody's giving their 6 names on our little LPL management group. And I'm going, hang on, gents, where's Boshi? We can't not retain this guy. Bowler of the tournament last year. I think we bought him as a batter who would bowl a bit. He ended up bowling maybe a little bit more and batting a little bit less, even than maybe he wanted.
You know what happened, Judge? I watched him bowl at Action Cricket, and I said to him, "Do you play outdoor?" He said, "Yes." So I said, "Okay, cool. Have you got any videos?" So he sent me that video. I watched it. I was like, "Okay." Spoke to a few guys, and then I was like, "Well, we need someone that's an all-rounder."
Yeah. So, and again, quality team guy, wants to win. And so that's how tough it was, that in our first nominations this year, we actually left him out. unknowing. I think it wasn't like,
No,
It
it
wasn't
was
like,
very much
you know,
unknowing. It was,
and I
you know,
was
Very
like,
much an
listen,
oversight.
yeah.
and I was
yeah,
like, listen,
very-
gents, how can we not retain this guy? And that's, I think, where all our trouble started. You know, then we were, okay, then what do we do now? Because now we got to lose somebody that we actually want to be retaining, and that caused the big headaches. You know, to remember that we actually want this guy, and he's proper quality.
Yeah, wicket taker, man. And
Yeah, clever with the ball.
Good wicket taker. Seems to come in and take wickets, and you need that. You need that.
Yeah.
So Maddie, just a
Yes.
quick question while we're talking about John Bosch here. So what is it with these bowlers that they don't believe in themselves in terms of saying this, that all they want to do is bat? And Boshy will agree with me in saying this. He wants to bat. That's all he wants to do. He doesn't want to know nothing about bowling. He just wants
Can
to
I tell you
put
what
the wood
it
in
is?
there and go and bash.
So if you ask Jonathan Bosch now, would you rather have a first class 100 or a first class fifer? I guarantee you.
Okay.
that he's probably gonna, and that was so like that was the question all the time. You know, the guys talk. What would you rather have? So, and then they asked me, and I was like, no, give me that 100, bro. Give me that 100. Give me that 100. There's something I don't know. You know what I mean? There's something about it. Like, don't get me wrong. I think a first class fifer or taking a fifer is like incredibly difficult, and you've got to work for it. You know, but something about 100, man. I don't know.
Especially if you're Boland, man.
I think though,
yeah.
I think I know why though. Maybe it's not the same for everybody, but I think it's a case of bowlers get a lot of chances. You know, you bowl 60 balls in a 50-over game. You got a lot of chances to take wickets. So maybe it gets a bit boring for bowlers to try and take fifers. But batting,
one chance,
like you, I mean, if we use you as an example, for a large part of your career, you batted 8, 7, 8. And so your chances to actually score that is not that much. So that's why you would, if you have that opportunity, you'll take that, because you know how few opportunity there is for that. And so I suppose it's a sign of his character too, that he wants to contribute with a bat, you know. And so
it's nice to see he's got that belief. It's always needed. Just a quick one, Jodes. Also, how many wickets did he get in the tournament last season? I know he was leading wicket taker. He was bowler of the tournament,
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in the 20s, 22, 23, somewhere around there. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah.
That's some good work, eh? That's some good work.
Yeah, and then our two young pups, Cam Branner, left arm seamer, good skills at the start and back end. Very, very good skills. You know,
I think
quicker than you think.
If I can speak about Cam, I just think working with him, and obviously he was top wicket taker for the 19s, and he honestly, him and McCarthy, I think, were 1 in 3 or something like that. So I think he honestly, from a seamer perspective, he blew everyone out the water. And I think warranted the retention, if I'm honest, because you can't put a performance like that, if you have a season like that, and not get retained by your senior franchise. There's not much more he needed to do. You know,
he bowled well fast as well at the senior side when he played.
You know, I think it's that time that, you know, like if we can help him, you know, make that step up in his career, you know, and you know, yes, he'll be one of the younger guys, but if he can have that mantle of, you know, leading the attack or being one of the guys that is sort of the 4-prong in the attack, whatever the case is, then, you know, then we're doing that kid justice.
And the thing we've got to remember about, sorry, Byron, the thing we've got to remember about Branner is that Branner played senior cricket for the Knights as a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
I saw that photo the other day.
He was a huge part of us winning that first year.
100%.
As a 17-year-old, he bowled an over in the power play and he bowled 2 overs at the back.
At the death, yeah.
And he cleaned up at the top and he cleaned up at the back. And so
this is, I agree.
If Branner is actually, if he's actually watching this, Cam, I'm looking into my camera. Cam, we need you. We want you. We have this desire for you to step up and be the bowler that you can be for the Knights. That is what this opportunity is. That it's no longer for me, we go and say, well, you know, Branner can fulfill a role. So that idea that he must come and lead this attack between him and Boshy,
Yeah.
You know, that's the
just-
mindset I want him to have, that clarity of
100%,
thought. Where am I going to bowl? How am I going to execute my skills? What fields am I bowling to? That's what we're looking for.
I just think
know?
he's just skills at the death. I just, if you think, I mean, it's such a, who are guys that get paid massive money? Massive money. Bumrah, Malinga, what do? They bowl at the death and they are gun at the death. And he's got the skills and his arm, you know what I mean? So I'm a massive fan of Cam. I know he's a bit of a moon child and we've got to kind of tether him to earth a little bit, but that will be Byron's job. But if you think from talent and just raw ability, I mean, Cross has got it in spades, the boys. So
Cam, again, if you are listening now, like a week before the tournament, you and I'll have to meet because I know which club you've been playing for this season, and I know you're going to need help. So I'm there for you.
Good man.
That's a little dig there. Let's be honest. That's a little dig. Not at Branner. Not at Branner.
Not at Branner.
Not at all.
Not at Branner.
And then Fuchsie, eh? Then Fuchsie. I mean,
guys,
his
ability. No, I'm a big fan, guys.
His ability to bat in any position. He's another one of those guys that other franchises are contacting us and saying, you know, is he available to buy? And we are just like, hell no. Because his ability to destroy a bowling attack is up there and in my mind second to none.
Guys, this guy, I'm a fan. That's why I had him on. I'm a massive fan. This kid
score all around the wicket.
All around the wicket, and like you're saying, Joe, it's just like can hurt you, can move the game. You could be in trouble in one over and look like you are bossing the game the next. It is literally like that. And like
the silent assassin, but
if you think momentum shifts, Jodes, remember that that one innings that he played for seniors, he came in at the back end, he got like 36 quickly, shifted the whole momentum, and this is what you wanted.
That was a game, Matt. That was a playoff game. And again, he was a 17-year-old. Him and Branner played that first year for us. He was a 17-year-old. And we played against Cats. And it was
Branner.
It was, I think, no, it wasn't Cats. It was Cats or Tigers.
I can't remember.
It was Cats. It was a crucial game. It was a crucial game because Tigers first year was right on top. They dominated the tournament. Yeah. We lost only to them, but the game against Cats was a It was a proper tough game. We were under the pump, and he went in. I think he faced two balls. He hit a 4 on one of them, where he hit a boundary of some sort, and then he faced the whole last over, I think, by himself, and he took like 24th over in 6 balls. He smashed like 24, and just instead of us getting 120, we got 140, and I think we ended up winning with 10 runs. So boom, game-changing innings in 6 balls.
Yeah. Shifted the whole momentum and like made a score, like made something that like out of nothing, you know. And I just think you need guys, especially in this format, 18, 20 over. This guy can hurt you. Can hurt you.
Yeah. Like Jody says, he changed the momentum in 6 balls of the whole innings.
The whole innings.
Yeah.
And so the thing I maybe want to point out, Jazz, to everybody listening, is that for me, the beauty of the Branner and Fuchs stories with the Knights is both of these kids grew up under us. I mean, Maddie, you coached both of them at under 11 at Randburg Cricket Club.
11, correct.
And then from there, you started coaching Fuchsie, and then Branner came to us, I think, a little bit in high school. You were working with him, and a little bit out of school.
Yeah.
And so I think our journey with these two cricketers has been quite over the last, 10 years, 9-10 years, it's sort of been very intertwined. And to me, the beauty here is it's 17-year-olds we played at seniors. And if we talk about Knights is actually a development platform, to me, this is it now, because now we're retaining them at senior level where we're saying you've come from the bottom. So to all our under 19s, I want to say there's a pathway for you.
Yeah.
Gents, there's a pathway for you. There's a we are open to this. We are open to you contributing at senior level as youngsters. So if you're at that under 19 tournament and you step it up and you raise your game, and we like what we see.
There's a lot of guys that can in that under 19 side.
And there's a lot, okay. So
Yeah.
Cameron Rowe is maybe a good example. He was a senior squad member last year, but he still qualifies to play under 19. So we retained him there. Chances of him playing up into seniors is very, very high.
It's going to be tough, that one.
Yeah,
just remember that my job as 19's coach is to put pressure and to say, why can this guy not? So I will be doing.
Yeah.
And you've already spoken about McCarthy.
McCarthy, yeah.
So, and now Lees, we've already mentioned, and that's the cool thing is you guys are very open to that. So just to let them know that I will definitely be pushing for them. So
yeah, and just to let the viewers know, that's Matthew putting his foot down.
Yes, it
okay,
is.
cool. Right, I'm going to stop sharing here. I'm going to stop sharing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Byron, is there anything on YouTube? Anybody commenting over there?
My assistant last year, Mr. Tiba Pep Moyo, says Jared 360 Fuchs. So he's no pressure there, Fuchsy. And then Mr. Brimmer came on, Mr. Cam. He says, thanks, guys. Excited for this year.
Yeah, cool.
And then,
I don't think he was expecting it. I don't think he was expecting it. So well done, Cam.
Yeah.
And Johan Bouncer Ferree says that he's fit. He's 15 kgs lighter, and he will be leading the warm-up. Also putting his foot down.
He will be leading the warm-up. Okay, cool.
Guy.
What a guy.
Nice. That's man. That's cool.
That's proper.
Yeah, just so that everybody knows, that going forward this year, I believe that from watching that's why you guys saw last year, I watched basically every age group that we had. I try to be at as many games as I can be. But the one thing, like you were saying, Matt, as well, is every coach that's involved in our franchise at the moment shares a similar philosophy, which is a major thing. Like you were saying to me now, having a guy coming up from your under 19 side, I don't have to worry about him not knowing what he has to do. He's already gone through the structures with you. He understands what he needs to do when he needs to do it, and if he doesn't understand it, he comes and chats or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? So again, testament to us in terms of that. I mean, it makes if I was an outside coach as such and not involved in so much of the background, it would make life so much easier. You know what I mean? But yeah, just to say that, I mean, we've done a good job in that regard, and hopefully the results go away. If they don't, we must just play the cricket that we've been playing, and hopefully we enjoy every moment of it and learn something while we're going along.
Yeah.
100%.
Cool.
And I'm gonna get a mug made for you, Matt, with Fuchsy's face on.
It's fine. I need competition for my Nathan mug, guys. Okay.
Nathan,
nobody beats that.
I had my L mug. Byron, we need your mug now. Where's your mug?
Bro.
I had mine the other day with a golfer. Did you see?
Yeah, I did see it.
Yeah, my wife brought my mug for me in the middle just now, so then I can sip away.
Nice. Yeah, guys, I'm excited. I think there's good balance there. There's youth and experience. I mean, if I think we tick a lot of boxes there. There's a good core of players. Sure, yeah. I'm excited. I just hope we can get out and play. That would be.
Yeah.
It's going to make the auction interesting. It's going to make it very interesting because, we'll have to see. And maybe now there'll be some offers for players because now they know who we retain. So
our retentions are out there. So
I'm sure there'll be some offers for players. I hope.
Yeah. And I think just from my side, in terms of the guys that we haven't retained, a premium. So Christian Fanikex just said a premium mug B. So he says it must be filled with a bit of clip drift there. So just to let the other guys know that I would love to retain my whole side that I had last year. Obviously making one or two tweaks here and there just in terms of availability wise, because obviously now there's a lot more available. Oak's not going away, but just to let you know, you're still in the pipeline. If we can pick you up in the draft, you are going to be one of our first picks. So don't feel disheartened and don't think there's no love lost or love. There's plenty of that. And I enjoyed last year. So if not, why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Brandon, what they sorry.
Brandon Weingard.
Yeah, that
No,
one.
Weingard. Yeah.
You guys are doing great work. At least the best for the season ahead. Thank you for
Cool.
that.
Thanks. Yeah.
Next
Yeah. So
chance
Josh,
is
Josh,
definitely
Josh.
expecting.
Yeah, Josh, his son. I actually do some work with him, some mental coaching work with him. But he was a knight last year, and then he pulled out just before the tournament, unfortunately. And so this year he's been transferred to under 16 Kudus, I think it is.
Kudus.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
All the
Don't
best.
forget when you play in the Knights, don't forget your horns, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, and I mean, thanks to Brandon for his support. You know, I think I always see him liking our posts, and you know, I wish Josh all the best. You know, it's he's a good leggy and he can bat. Not always easy losing players, but you know, I think it's the nature of the tournament. You know, players.
It's the nature.
Yeah, we don't have control over it.
They either go where their mates are, they go where there's hopefully
Where the
good
coaches are,
and where their coaches are at those junior structures, and maybe a little bit where parents want them to be. So at times for certain cricketers. Yeah.
Andre says, he says, Christian says, little Andre says, going to come and open the bowling left arms seamer for the senior side. In a few years.
In a few years. Quality, I like that. That's
Love
fine.
that.
That's fine.
Love it.
That's fine. We'll. I've spoken with Christian. Andre obviously played for Knights last year. He's in that difficult period now where he goes from primary school to high school, and so they under 13 boys going to play with a big ball. At under 14, they really struggle. They really struggle, those young pups at times, and so I really wish him all the best for the under 14 tournament with I think he's gone to Griffins.
He's a good boy.
Very good boy, loves the game.
And Christian, good luck cleaning out his closet there with all those shirts in there.
Yeah. I still believe the Knight shirt is his favorite one. He might be getting more than others, but the Knights one's still the favorite.
I think so. It has to be.
Yeah. Cool.
Look, and pity he's not getting the best one, which is this year.
Sure.
I tell you what, this year's quality.
It's going to compete with the first one. It is going to compete with the first one.
It's up there.
That is one of my favorites.
It's up there.
Just to let you know, this was. And you see, Brandon says once a night, you know?
Good man.
Yeah, once a night, always a night, and boys can really go and experience and have opportunities. And I think when we want them back, they'll happily come back, because I don't believe that we treat players badly. And so we're happy. We're happy if guys want to go elsewhere, but they're always welcome back.
And I'll have Christian's premium mug ready for him when he's ready to come back.
There we go. Yeah,
yes. Yes, of
the
course.
Wheel turns. The wheel turns.
It's round and it turns.
Yeah.
Guys, I think that's all we've got, eh?
Yeah.
That's it.
Gents, thank you very much for your time. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
Yeah.
And just the viewers, one last thing from me. When we do our little shows here and you are joining, please share it with everybody and anybody, because the more we have of the banter in the right hand corner here, the better it makes for the show as well. You don't have to listen to my voice, so that helps. But so please share as much as you can, chat to whoever you can, and if you need help,
subscribe, follow, whatever.
But again, gentlemen, always great having a chat with you two.
No, always good. Thanks, guys.
A double, eh? Double for
double today. Double today. No, I'm excited today. I'm excited.
Me too.
I just, like Maddie was saying earlier, I just hope we get on the field. I really do. There's been too much chat and too much hype and too much background stuff that we've done for this to just go to floating down the river and say, see you later.
Absolutely,
yeah.
But guys, it's always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah. Last thing, just remind everybody, Wednesday, 4:30, same YouTube channel. We chat cricket with the cricket coaches. Saturday, 10 o'clock, masterclass is available to anybody listening. More than welcome to join. Just follow the cricket coaches. Those posts go out. You contact whoever needs to be contacted. The link will be sent to you. Thanks to our sponsors, Insimity Corporate Connections. And I think next week that will be what we're going for, Maddie, is that we get our sponsors on here and we chat a little bit just around their feel, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, 100%.
And maybe a little announcement around sponsorship. So
are we gonna get Justin or Johan or whoever else with us? Maybe have 4 of us.
Yeah.
I know if Justin's on board, Maddie's already kicked me out. So
yeah, I know you got.
Yes, you can't. You can't.
There you go. That's it. You know the rule.
Yeah. So Justin, sorry, but next week
I think so. I think I'm happy to have either or both, or I think the more the merrier. It's great.
All right, well, we'll chat on that group and see it going forward. Yeah. Perfect, guys.
Cool.
Thanks again.
Sweet.
Have a good one.
Awesome.
Till next
Right.
Cheers, gents.
Love you all.
Okay.
Ciao.
Cool.
Likewise. Ciao.
Bye.